What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel, and I've been playing a lot of Magic Arena historic format recently, and with the release of the latest set, All Will Be One, we've actually gotten some pretty cool cards to play with. So no surprise, I'll be eagerly awaiting the Alchemy release for this set, but what we've been given so far has led me to brew some pretty toxic decks. This is the first one, and hopefully I'll have some other videos showing off some stuff here as well, but this is Rat Rush. And the key cards here are Bilious Skull Dweller, which gets Death Touch and Toxic, unfortunately not a rat, and Finn the Fang Bearer, where whenever your Death Touch creatures deal damage, that player gets 2 poison counters. So if you play Bilious on 1 and Finn on 2, you get to attack for 3 poison counters on the second turn, which is really big and scary. And then all of our other cards are synergy with Caramonics, which itself has Toxic and gives your other rats Toxic. And when it comes into play, you get to put a bunch of rats into your hand from the top of your deck, which gives you a lot of gas. Collector Company kind of does the same thing, helps you keep up your tempo. So we've got Typhoid Rats. With the Death Touch, Finn makes it make poison counters. Caramonics makes it get Toxic. Pretty straightforward, right? We have the Venerator Rot Priest, which is probably one of the best cards in the set. Blight Belly Rat. With Caramonics, it gets an extra stack of Toxic. And then it doesn't have Death Touch, but we have Nezumi Prowler, a rat ninja, that gives other things Death Touch and Lifelink, which can help you survive against aggro decks. And Plaguecrafter's Familiar, which gives something in your hand Perpetual Death Touch, which is really, really handy because you do have a couple of rats that don't have Death Touch, such as Caramonics. So you can curve out where you play Plaguecrafter's Familiar into Caramonics to give as many of your things Death Touch as possible. And then we have some other tech like Drown and Ichor, which is really good to remove a blocker, and you get to give them a poison counter. The Prowler's Ninjutsu is kind of relevant in some places. And then we have Infectious Inquiry, which draws 2 cards. So the idea is that you have playing as many rats as you can early in the game, and then you are trying to convert that into damage using Finn or using Caramonics, and then using Caramonics and Collected Company to keep the tempo, keep the pressure on your opponent so that they are unable to stabilize, make a board state, win the game. Anyway, here is some highlights from the games that I've been playing over the last couple of days for you to check out. This is better. We can put this back. We get to play our All-Star turn on. My turn. 3 poison counters. Does block with that. I can actually just kill it, and that's better tempo. Can you kill both my dudes? Can you also kill this dude? You have to exile it. If you don't exile it, you die. Interesting. Alright. This looks pretty good, actually. think we lose collected company here. That's fine. If I rip a rat off the top, we're in good times. Land board wipe. Interesting. Interesting. Great card, Roscoe. I'm afraid it is not enough. Good stuff. It's slow. Okay, this is kind of perfect. This into Finn. Actually, this is better. Finn on 3. And the 3 puts up a blocker that I just really have to get rid of, but then I still have a big lead. I can also just play Finn and just attack with the Death Touch creatures if he puts a blocker up. That's really annoying. But I'm expecting removal here, the way he's looking at my cards. Yes, it is. I think I still play Finn here. So I think next turn is Fatal, because this is 5. I can also proliferate off this if I need to. Didn't go in. This is the best line. I'm 11. And that is Toxic Rat Rush. I haven't done a lot of arena content on this YouTube channel. I used to write articles for it onto a website that unfortunately no longer exists. And I've been kind of itching to get back into arena content for a while, so if you did like this, please drop a comment, let me know. Something different from the Marvel Snap I've been doing lately, and still kind of in the board game sphere of the stuff that I do ordinarily. So I would love to hear from you if you're keen to see more stuff like this, but I do have other stuff on the channel that is worth looking at. You can check out some of my board game stuff here, other things on the channel. If you do like Marvel Snap, I do have Marvel Snap here. And you can also come over here and click this subscribe button. That would also make me very happy.